Thank you for clicking Dr. Samurai channel. In this video, I would like to answer the question why Lauren Boebert posted her own Christmas photo of her kids posing with rifles, and also the question why Mr. Tucker Carlson sided with President Putin over Ukraine. My name is Dr. Samurai. I'm a professor specialized in international social pathology. First, let's start with Ms. Boebert. As you well know, Representative Ms. Lauren Boebert posted the Christmas photo in which her kids were posing with rifles in front of a Christmas tree. Why did she post a photo like this? I would like to speculate. Ms. Boebert and Mr. Carlson are quintessential type of authoritarian personality. Dr. Eric Maisel posted an article titled What You Can Expect from an Authoritarian for Psychology Today. And he goes, 1. Hatred. 2. Punishment and cruelty. 3. Violence, aggression, and assaultive behavior. 4. Threats and scare tactics. 6. Paranoia and enemies list. 7. Trust held as enemy. 8. Shaming efforts, derision, and ridicule. 9. Rigidity and obsession with control. 10. Intrusiveness. And finally, 5. Quixotic, unclear rules. Based upon these 10 characteristics, what can we say about Ms. Boebert having her kids posing with rifles in her Christmas photo? Means clearly that she has high hatred, punishment and cruelty, violence and aggression, threats and scare tactics. All these aggressive traits based upon deep paranoia together with intrusiveness. Authoritarian personality is produced, raised under highly oppressive parenting or highly psychologically controlling parenting, either directly or indirectly. Children are imprinted with the parents' own value different from their own interest. Parents' idiosyncratic value is inserted deeply into the mind of the children. What happens because of this? They have to accept ideas which is foreign to their own ideas. So, superficially, they automatically respect those with power like their parents, and also they force onto their own subordinates, copying the behavior patterns of their parents, while embracing high anger because of something different being forced upon themselves by their parents. Respect authority with unspeakable anger inside. This is an authoritarian person. Again, I speculate Ms. Boebert having her own kids holding rifles in front of the Christmas tree. She dropped out of high school, getting pregnant with her child, and then she started to work at the local McDonald's, got a GED, and became a manager of a shop. Those who could pose a threat to her. She posted such picture of them being tough as a part of her intrusive character, always thinking about defending herself. Then what about Mr. Tucker Carlson sided with Putin of Ukraine, who is obviously not friends with the United States at this moment? And Mr. Carlson also said President Biden is wrong to try to stop a Russian invasion. Though President Biden is trying to protect Ukraine from Russia as part of justice, although there could be a little national interest in there, Tucker Carlson must be thinking European Union trying to put the Ukraine as part of their membership is clear threat to authoritarian Putin, whom I speculate Mr. Carlson overlap himself with. This reflects obsession with control, and truth held as enemy are working behind this intrusive remark by Mr. Carlson. Authoritarian person just couldn't refrain themselves from acting out. They usually cannot control their strong impulse. As former President Trump always overreacted to criticism to his acts and character on Twitter. President Putin allegedly said Ukraine belonged to Lenin anyway. And also, like I said, European Union seems threatening what the Putin does. Mr. Carlson is clearly putting himself in the position of Mr. Putin. He thinks Ukraine used to be a part of the Soviet Union, and thus he thinks it is right for Mr. Putin to take over Ukraine. At the same time, Mr. Carlson is thinking if he were Mr. Putin, he would feel paranoid of what the EU is trying to do. Also, some pundits are pointing out Mr. Putin's popularity is going down very low. And this is why Mr. Putin is trying to invade into Ukraine, because Mr. Putin is thinking by starting the war, he could put his people sided with him. Although, because Mr. Putin attempted to murder and imprison his opposition leader, Alexei Navalny, Russian people are not buying Mr. Putin's propaganda to invade into Ukraine anymore. So, to the question of why Ms. Boebert and Mr. Carlson are acting that way, my answer is I speculate because they are authoritarian personality. Ms. Boebert is intrusively uploaded this Christmas photo showing their tough family in order to fend off all those other people who criticized her before, pretending like she was tough, while Mr. Carlson is putting himself in the shoes of Mr. Putin, thinking Ukraine used to belong to the Soviet Union, so there's nothing wrong with the Putin's invasion. At the same time, he could have been thinking he would feel EU as being a big threat. So he understood Mr. Putin's paranoia. This is the answer, and I hope I answered your question. If you like this kind of discussions, please click that red Dr. Samir logo, and please have a good time. Until next time, wherever you are, my friend, on this same small planet Earth during this short period of time. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye now.